Good afternoon, good morning, good evening, everybody. It is Friday, April 18th, and you know what that means? No, you don't. It's all right. We are finally there. We are on the eve of Wrestlemania. I am your host, Jeremy Pierce. Check out the socials, Charismatic Creations on Facebook and YouTube, Charismatic_Creations52 on Instagram, and of course the 215 on Twitter. And like I said, WrestleMania 41 is going down this weekend in Las Vegas, Nevada. And you know how we do with these shows. Break them down, the matches, the previews, the predictions. So let's get right into it. Hit my music. All right. So we have 7 matches on night 1, 6 matches on night 2. And we have a canceled match. And we'll talk about it. So first things first, I am underwhelmed, like a lot of people, with the build to this Mania. If you look at a lot of the matches, the stories are just subpar, and that sucks. That really, really, really sucks. Also, you have this large, talented roster, and yet you could only get 13 matches on this card. Let me put it into comparison. Dynasty just happened. WrestleMania has one more match over 2 nights with more time, and yet they could only put on one more match than Dynasty. And Dynasty took place a week ago, and they only had 4 hours. So let that sink in. And you kind of start to get tired of the talking and the ads and the promos and the this and the that. And sometimes you stop caring about the spectacle and start caring more about the in-ring action. So let's get into this card. We'll start with night 1. Actually, no, we'll start with the cancel match. Randy Orton was supposed to face Kevin Owens. And actually, before we even get into all of that, let's go take a look at WrestleMania 40 from last year. That was in Philadelphia, Pennsylvania. I was there with some good friends. Let's look at the results. So we had 14 matches last year over 2 nights, no matches on the pre-show. So on night 1, Rhea Ripley defeated Becky Lynch to retain the Women's World Championship. A-Town Down Under left the 6-pack challenge ladder match to become the SmackDown Tag Team Champions, and the Awesome Truth left as the Raw Tag Team Champions, also defeating DIY, The New Day, The New Catch Republic. Rey Mysterio and Andrade defeated Santos Escobar and Dirty Dominic Mysterio. This is probably the most random match of the entire show. Jey Uso defeated Jimmy Uso in probably the worst match of the evening. Team Black Girl Magic of Jade, Cargill, Bianca Belair, and Naomi defeated Damage Control. Asuka once again does not have a win at WrestleMania. Sami Zayn defeated Gunther, ending his historic Intercontinental Championship reign and becoming the new Intercontinental Champion. The Bloodline team of The Rock and Roman Reigns defeated Cody Rhodes and Seth freaking Rollins, and a tag match with the Bloodline won. Then Cody's match against Roman the next night will be under Bloodline rules. Had Rhodes and Rollins won, all members of the Bloodline would have been barred from the match. Then on night 2, we had Drew McIntyre defeating Seth Rollins to win the World Heavyweight Championship, but then Damian Priest cashed in on Drew McIntyre to also win the World Heavyweight Championship. So technically we only had 13 matches over WrestleMania weekend. Again, that's too low of a number. The Pride team of Bobby Lashley, Angelo Dawkins, and Montez Ford defeated the Final Testament. Another random bad match. LA Knight defeated AJ Styles. Logan Paul defeated Kevin Owens and Randy Orton to retain the United States Championship. Bayley in the best match of the evening. Don't let anyone tell you differently. Actually, the best match of the week. And Bayley defeated Io Sky to win the WWE Women's Championship. And in the main event, Cody Rhodes defeated Roman Reigns under Bloodline rules to win the undisputed WWE Universal Championship. there you have it. So let's get into WrestleMania 41. Back to the matches. So the canceled match was Randy Orton. It was supposed to be Randy Orton versus Kevin Owens, but Kevin Owens has a bad neck. He needs neck surgery, so that match is not going down. Randy wants to have a match at WrestleMania. This is going to be his 20th WrestleMania, and he has openly stated that he wants to face Nick Aldis. I don't think it'll be Nick Aldis. I think it'll be Solo Sikoa. I want it to be Nick Aldis, just so the uninitiated fans of the WWE can understand who Nick Aldis truly is. But on night one of WrestleMania, first things first, we have the World Heavyweight Championship, as Gunther will be defending against Jade Uso. This will probably be the first match of the entire weekend. So how do we get here? Jey Uso won the Royal Rumble. Gunther defeated Damian Priest at last year's SummerSlam to become the World Heavyweight Champion with a little help from Finn Balor. And the story has always been Gunther is just better. Jey Uso has had multiple shots at World Championships, at Intercontinental Championship, and has lost all of them except for one. And 2 weeks ago, this got serious. It was always been about Gunther being the better person, Jay just quote unquote being happy to be there, but he won the Royal Rumble, right? And Gunther has this tendency to look down on his opponents. That's always been his downfall. And after Gunther absolutely murked Jimmy, bathing in his blood, Jey Uso came up the next week, no eating, and he told Gunther, "I'm just not afraid of you anymore. I had to tell my mom what happened." And she asked why couldn't I protect him. That's great. People are like, well, why can't Jay be like this all the time? You don't get rid of what got you to the dance. And Jay Yeaton got him to the... Jey Uso is so over. Jey Uso might be the most over person in the entire company, and that includes Cody Rhodes. Jey Uso is super over. So here we are with the World Heavyweight Championship on the line, and the story has to end one way. Jey Uso's got to win. Gunther will get multiple wins at WrestleMania. He will win multiple championships at WrestleMania. He cannot walk out of this match as the winner. He just can't. So take Jey Uso to win here. Next up, we have the World Tag Team Championships with the War Raiders defending against the New Day. The New Day were set out to prove that they should earn a championship match. They got a championship match. They're walking away as the champions. I'm sorry, War Raiders. You had a nice run. We are happy that you are back. Your necks are healthy. The WWE cannot squander what's left of the New Day's heel turn. They almost did it, and they can't fumble this back. This is going to be a really fun match. It's going to be one of the most underrated matches of the evening, but the New Day have to walk away here as your new World Tag Team Champions. And then we got Rey Mysterio versus El Grande Americano. This is just a fun little feud. Get Rey Mysterio on the card for the legend that he is, El Grande Americano. We all believe it is Chad Gable, but we've never seen him in the same place at the same time except for one time. And this is about El Grande Americano being the best luchador. Rey Mysterio is not standing for that. I highly expect the LWO to get involved. I expect American Made to get involved. Hell, I kind of even expect American Alpha to get involved. So this is going to be a fun match. These are two of the best wrestlers in the entire company. El Grande Americano is a very, very underrated mat tactician, and he's going to put in some work here. He ain't winning this match. Ray's going to get this W. I'm just letting y'all know this. Then we have Jade Cargill versus Naomi, and one of the better stories that are going down on this weekend. This all stems from one. Someone attacked Jade badly, and she was taken out of commission. So Naomi stepped in to be Bianca Belair's tag team partner while defending the women's tag team championship. And for weeks and weeks and weeks, everybody assumed it was Liv and Raquel. And Liv and Raquel openly denied it. And they were like, yo, listen, if we were to attack someone, you would see it and it wouldn't be behind anyone's back. So Jade returns at the Elimination Chamber and attacks Naomi. Murder, death, kills her. And there it is. Now, why did Naomi do it? Simple. Jade has been coasting off of Bianca and Naomi's coattails, riding their wave, riding their train, stealing their thunder, and Naomi was not standing for it. Bianca's just lost, and she's stuck in the middle. So Naomi took matters into her own hands and took out Jade. And go and watch that promo where Naomi explains herself. It's a video promo, not the one where she does in the ring, but the video promo. It's fantastic. This match has to end one way and one way only. Naomi's got to win. Look, a storm may be coming for Naomi, but you need to pursue with caution, Jade. Naomi has been absolutely fantastic as a heel. Who knew she had this in her? She has been phenomenal here in this role. So I'm going to take Naomi to win this match. Next up, we have LA Knight, defending the United States Championship against Jacob Fatu. And listen, LA Knight, I am so sorry, my guy. You're not winning this match. Jacob Fatu is so over. I don't know what else to say. We're going to get to the inevitable split. We're going to get to Jacob versus Solo. But Jacob Fatu just has the it factor. LA Knight will be fine. He can recover. Where the hell is Shinsuke Nakamura? But I got to take Jacob Fatu to win this match, become your new United States champion. Then we have Tiffany Stratton defending the WWE Women's Championship against Charlotte Flair. Charlotte Flair is the Women's Royal Rumble winner from this year, and she challenged Tiffany Stratton like we all thought she would. And I, like a lot of people, are not excited to see this match. And I, like a lot of people, feel really, really badly for Tiffany Stratton because we all are assuming that Charlotte Flair is going to win. Now, I could be mistaken. A lot of people could be mistaken, but this just seems like another LOL Charlotte wins moment. It's actually going to be a really good match. It's going to be a good match, but there is some heat, there is some hatred, there is some intensity between these women, because what went down a couple weeks ago with the shots fired on the mic between Tiffany and Charlotte, it was brutal. And I think Charlotte is finally getting the idea that she's not really liked by the fans, and no one wants to see her win, and really no one wants to see her here in the company. So like, I would like for Tiffany Stratton to win, and she'll have many more championships, but this looks like one of those LOL Charlotte wins. So we're going to take Charlotte Flair to win here. Then we have the main event of night one: Roman Reigns, CM Punk, Seth Rollins in a triple threat match. And I just kind of don't care about this, mainly because I'm just over CM Punk. Here's the thing. This match would be much better if it was Roman, Punk, and Brock Lesnar, all three of Paul Heyman's guys, but the waters have been muddied. Punk's in this match because Paul Heyman owed him a favor for having Punk join the OG Bloodline to win at War Games, which Roman apparently never wanted. Seth just hates CM Punk. He's got to do the job that Roman Reigns would not do, and Roman just will never let Seth Rollins go. So here we are. This is a toss-up of a match. Punk gets his dream of being in the main event. Seth is unreliable, but Roman is once again in the main event, so he could possibly lose. Even though he lost last year, this is really, really a toss-up. And Punk cashed in his favor, and his favor is that Paul Heyman has to be in his corner. Piss Roman off. So it's real. Here's who's not winning this match. Seth ain't winning. As much as I would like for Seth to win, he is the architect, he is the master manipulator, and has been absolutely the best part of this entire feud. I just don't think he's winning here. He was the last one left standing on Raw. So it's between Roman and Punk, and I think Punk's winning. I don't know, something in my heart and my spirit just thinks Punk's winning this match, so this man can go and cry and be done with it. Then we move over to night 2 with our 6-match card. Yeah, 6 matches in 4 hours. That's what we get on a Monday Night Raw. We get 6 matches. We get 5 matches in 3 hours. So, yay, I'm excited for that. We have the Women's World Championship being defended as Io Sky will be defending in a triple threat match against Bianca Belair and Rhea Ripley. And the story to get here has been absolutely stupid. Oh my God, it's been dragged out for so long. Bianca Belair earned the championship match by winning the Elimination Chamber. All right, I really didn't want her to win the chamber. Well, whatever. Rhea is in this match because she just kind of bitched and moaned and cried. And Io is the champion, but she's been overlooked and disrespected by both of these women. The real match here is Bianca versus Rhea, but they won't pull the trigger on this match. And they want to tell us, like, yeah, we all know what Io's about. No, y'all been disrespecting Io for weeks and weeks and weeks. Rhea has never beaten Io in a one-on-one match. Many of us want Io Sky to win. And I want Io Sky to win. She's so good. And now she's going into WrestleMania back-to-back years as champion. She lost last year to Bayley. I'm taking Io to win, mainly because I just want her to win. Storyline be damned, whatever. And especially if Charlotte wins on night 1, Io's got to win on night 2. So take Io Sky to win here. Then we have the Women's Tag Team Championship as Liv Morgan and Raquel Rodriguez are defending against Bayley and Lyra Valkyria. And a lot of people, including myself, are really, really upset about this match for a variety of reasons. So, has nothing to do with Liv and Raquel. They should be on the card. Liv Morgan has been absolutely fantastic over the past year. She deserves to be on this card. Bayley is a legend. She's a GOAT. She deserves to be on this card. Why is Lyra Valkyria not defending the Women's Intercontinental Championship? Why is Chelsea Green not defending the Women's United States Championship? Why have a gauntlet match and have a makeshift team of Bayley and Lyra Valkyria run through the women's division? Why in that same gauntlet match not feature a single team from NXT? So you have multiple weeks. You could have ran multiple tournaments and matches for between Raw and SmackDown NXT, and you couldn't find a way to get NXT on this card. Remember, ladies and gentlemen, the tag team titles are for all 3 brands, okay? And they're not on the card. You established the Women's and Intercontinental and United States Championship, and neither one of the champions are defending their championship on the first WrestleMania available. The fact that Chelsea Green is not wrestling on WrestleMania is criminal. It's criminal. So that's my soapbox. This match will be fine. I love Bayley. You know, everybody knows that. Bayley and Lyra just can't win this match. Liv and Raquel are an actual team. They've been together multiple times. They're the champions. You cannot diminish the champions. You just can't. You already had Bayley and Lyra run through the tag team division, so don't have them run through the tag team champions. So just take Lyra and Raquel to win here. Next up, we got AJ Styles versus Logan Paul, and this match stems from the devil on the shoulder and Karrion Kross whispering sweet nothings into AJ Styles' ear, planting seeds. Hell, Karrion Kross even had a match this past Monday on Raw. Logan Paul can't keep winning the WrestleMania. AJ Styles has to get a W at some point, another W. Listen, Logan Paul is a bad person. He is trash. He is a scumbag. He is someone who should not be respected. He is someone who should not be admired. He is a disgusting individual. He's also really good at professional wrestling, and that should detract you from your actual feelings. This match might be the best match on the entire card, and that's really easy for me to say. AJ Styles has to win here. He doesn't have probably much left, maybe 3-4 years left as a full-time competitor. So give this man a W on the card. And then we have the Fatal 4-Way match for the Intercontinental Championship with Braun Breaker defending against Penta, Finn Balor, and Dominic Mysterio. And ladies and gentlemen, just one thing. Remember those rumblings you heard about the WWE and Black Stars, especially on the main roster, and who's in charge? and we see where Bron Breakker is at. What is Carmelo Hayes doing? I'll ask you a simple question with a comparison. Who would win in the match? NXT Bron Breakker or main roster Bron Breakker? NXT Carmelo Hayes, main roster Carmelo Hayes. I rest my case. So this match has been going. It was pretty much in the works. Legitimately, any man could walk away here as the champion. I just don't think it'll be Penta. He's kind of been built up beautifully since coming to the WWE. Bron Breakker's he's here. He'll be the showstopper. The real people you need to focus on are Finn and Dom as the Judgment Day split downfall continues. A lot of us think Dominic Mysterio is going to win here. I also think Dominic Mysterio is probably walking away as your Intercontinental Champion. And it's going to be glorious. I'm going to love it. So take Dominic Mysterio to win this match. Next up, we have Damian Priest versus Drew McIntyre in a Sin City street fight. This is actually a match that has a lot of logic behind it. Drew McIntyre has broken down every single time that Damian Priest has taken advantage of Drew, and he's not standing for it anymore. A lot of people think this match is a downgrade for Drew, and I can understand that sentiment. I can understand that way of thinking, but it's going to be a really good match, and I think WWE knew that fans weren't looking forward to this match, so that's why they made it a Sin City street fight, and that will definitely up the ante here. Both of these dudes have wins from WrestleMania last year, so it's a toss-up of who is going to win. This reminds me of the Apollo Crews Big E match, and I really thought Big E was going to win there, and Apollo Crews won. So I don't know who's going to win here. I'm just going to go with Drew, who's going to get back on the horse and will probably end up being champion by the end of this year. And then the main event of the entire weekend, Cody Rhodes defends the undisputed WWE Championship against John Cena, who won the Elimination Chamber and wants to break Ric Flair's record. John Cena is a 16-time world champion. Defeating Cody Rhodes would be the 17th championship. And here is the main thing. You know what I mean? Here's the main thing. The Rock was supposed to be involved in this story, and he is nowhere to be found. He's been mentioned one time. He was literally the catalyst for John Cena turning heel. We finally get a John Cena heel, and he has been on fire on the mic. Cody Rhodes has just been there, and Cena wants to ruin wrestling. He wants to take away the championship and say goodbye. And he's ripped Cody, and Cody's ripped him, and they finally got physical one time. But here we are. It has to end one way only. You cannot spoil John Cena's heel turn. John Cena has to win. Plain and simple. He has to walk away as your new champion, and hopefully they retire the Undisputed Championship. Not the Undisputed Championship, the Universal Championship. It's a dumb name then, and it's a dumb name now. So let's go over the card one more time. So I have Jey Uso defeating Gunther to become the new World Heavyweight Champion. The New Day to defeat the War Raiders to become the new World Tag Team Champions. Rey Mysterio to defeat El Grande Americano. Naomi to defeat Jade Cargill. Jacob Fatu to defeat LA Knight to become the new United States Champion. Charlotte Flair to defeat Tiffany Stratton to become the new WWE Women's Champion. And CM Punk to defeat Roman Reigns and Seth Rollins. On night 2, I got Io Sky retaining the Women's World Championship, defeating Bianca Belair and Rhea Ripley. I have Liv Morgan and Raquel Rodriguez retaining the Women's Tag Team Championship over Bayley and Lara Valkyria. I got AJ Styles defeating Logan Paul, Dominic Mysterio defeating Bron Breakker, Penta, and Finn Balor to walk away as your new Intercontinental Champion. Drew McIntyre to defeat Damian Priest in a Sin City street fight. Randy Orton's match, whatever is going to happen, let's find out who it will be, because he's holding an open challenge. And John Cena to defeat Cody Rhodes to become the new Undisputed WWE Champion. But that is our show. Thank you for listening. Thank you for watching. Look at the screen what we got coming up for the rest of the month. It's fun. It's going to be a fun month. Check out the socials, Charismatic Creations on Facebook and YouTube, Charismatic_Creations52 on Instagram, and of course at 215 on Twitter. And as always, Anna J. Willa Nightingale, Chris Statlander, Gigi Dolan, Isla Dawn, and Bailey. Holla at your boy. Peace.